Good afternoon, Manscaped Nation. It's Pat from Pat's Picks. I know I'm always talking sports. I'm going to do it again today with the Raptors, but I'm going to do it in a different spin today. Today I want to talk about the Raptors in keeping perspective on your dreams. So when I'm talking about that, I'm going to reference a little bit of Les Brown, a motivational speaker, because one thing I've heard from him that really stuck with me is that when you're looking at your dreams, you can't always say, I can do that. You might not have the skill set required. You might have to change some things about yourself and admit some things about yourself that are very difficult. In terms of the Raptors, as a longtime fan, we saw a roster, we grew up with rosters, including Vince Carter, Chris Bosh, DeMar DeRozan, even briefly Tracy McGrady, all these stars that we clung to and we believed in. But it wasn't working on the dream of reaching the NBA Finals and getting an NBA championship, right? And most recently, all Raptor fans and even most of Canada knows the sweeps to Cleveland with LeBron. That's the darkest times for Raptors in playoffs. So Raptors organization looked at themselves and made some very hard decisions, hard changes when they traded away for Kawhi, getting rid of DeMar, getting rid of Jonas Valanciunas for Marc Gasol, making drastic changes about themselves because they're keeping their perspective on their dream. They're always trying to improve, recognizing didn't have the tools they needed to get where they wanted to be. Hard to admit? Yes. Harder to execute? Absolutely. Doubters everywhere? Oh, for sure. Ask any sports analyst in the States. No one was giving the Raptors respect for what they were doing or why they were doing it. But they kept their perspective on their dream. And then in that locker room this year, that team, with the leadership of the veterans, obviously Kawhi Leonard on the court, but also guys like Marc Gasol, Danny Green, guys who have been there, Kyle Lowry, the constant bulldog that the Raptors have clung to. These are leaders that believed in each other. And they taught each other that we are going to win because we have each other's back. Sure enough, now the Raptors have defeated Milwaukee on Saturday night, 194, and we're going to the finals, defeated them in Game 6, and we're going to the finals for the first time in history because they never lost perspective on their dreams. And what that meant was they had to recognize problems amongst themselves. But everyone will tell you now, it was worth it. So when you're looking at your dreams, it might be hard to admit somewhere you need to improve, but it's going to be worth it. All right? Go Raptors and manscape your life.